Fake star with boy.
30 hertz straight up.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to be prepping my wig for an install. So if you want to know all the information about this hair, make sure you check out my last video, and I will put that link in the description box. So as you can see right now, I'm just showing you guys what the hairline looks like, what the lace is looking like, and we're just going to go ahead and get started. So I turned my wig inside out and I'm placing it on my wig head. And I find that this is the easiest way to bleach my lace. So once I do that, I get my tools. So I have a mixing bowl, I have some developer, and I have some bleach. And I'm gonna show you how to mix all of that. So right now I have the 30 developer and I have some bleach here. This package right here is what I had left over. So I'm going to use that, and then I do end up using the full pack of the second one. And essentially I don't really measure out, you know, the ratio for the both of them, but feel free to do so. But I kind of eyeball it, and the consistency that you want is you want it to be pretty thick, just to be able to cake it on there. You don't want it to be runny, otherwise it'll seep through the lace and it'll bleach super fast and you will over bleach your knots. So once I have that texture, I'm just going to start layering it all over my lace. So starting from all the way in the front, you want to make sure that you get past where the hairline is, just to make sure that that part is seamless and bleached as well. So I just begin to put the lace all over really thick, and make sure that I don't have any missing areas. So I set my initial timer for 15 minutes or 17 minutes, excuse me, and then I go ahead and rinse out my wig. So I am using cool water to rinse out all of the bleach, and make sure that when you are finished with the bleaching process, you use cold water. If you use hot or warm water, that actually speeds up the chemicals in the process of the bleaching, so it'll continue to bleach. So make sure that you use cool water to initially rinse out that bleach. So right now I am checking the lace after I have rinsed all of it out, and I'm looking at the knots, and I can actually still see the knots. So I am going back in and I'm going to re-bleach the knots. So at this point you have to be very careful because you can over bleach your knots. So I am just doing that over, and this layer is actually a little thinner, so it's going to seep in a little bit more and quicker. So make sure that if you need to do this second part, you really watch the lace, and just set your timer for not as long, because it's still it's gonna work through pretty quickly. So I set my timer this time for 6 minutes, and right now I am kind of scraping off the bleach that's closest to the hairline, and I am moving it back and just placing that on the back of the lace. I just want to start scraping off that lace and that bleach, and then my timer actually went off. So I am about to wash it out. So I actually turned it back around to kind of see if, this time the knots were bleached better, and it looked like they were, and it looked like I probably even over bleached it a little bit. So I'm just going to go ahead and rinse it out, like I said, with cool water, and make sure I get all of the bleach out of the wig. So the knots were looking great to me, so I'm going to take some purple shampoo and I'm going to put this all over the lace. So purple shampoo actually helps take the brassiness out of the lace or the bleach, so it takes that yellow away from it and it tones it down. So I'm going to take this purple shampoo and scrub it in all over the lace. So after rinsing that out, I am now going to go in with my Whole Blends shampoo, and I'm going to shampoo the lace and the rest of the hair just to make sure that any bleach that actually got into the hair is out of there. So I'm going to do that, as well as condition with Whole Blends as well. And I'm just running my fingers through the hair, and it's getting a little caught just because of the bleach, and we're trying to get everything else out of there. So making sure that I'm getting all of that shampoo out. So I did fast forward this a lot, but I'm washing this for long periods of time just to make sure that all the bleach is out. And then, like I said, I'm going to go in with my Whole Blends and soften the hair back up with the conditioner and run my fingers through it and bring the hair kind of back to a better state. So now it is time to pluck the lace. So I'm taking some olive oil mousse, and this is just going to keep the hair going in that same direction and just laying the hair so where I can get accurate pulls out of the hairline. So first I start with just one side of the lace, and I just start plucking at the hairline itself. And I don't do this for very long, but this is just how I like to start, just to get an idea of how I'm just gonna pluck. And then after doing that for just a little bit, I start to pluck behind the hairline. So I make a part and then I start plucking on that part, just on that section, and this helps create more of a gradient plucked hairline instead of just continuing to pluck just at the hairline. So I pull the hair back and then I begin to pluck where I part it, so right behind that hairline. And this process takes a little while, so you have to be patient if you want it to come out right and you don't want to over pluck. So make sure you take your time and continue to part behind the hairline. Don't forget that, because most people do, and then the hairline ends up looking over plucked. So just take your time and continue to part behind the hairline. And I probably go back about 3 times. So this is the second part, and then I go back one more just to give it a good natural effect.
Fake star with boy. 30 hertz straight up. Fake star with boy. 30 hertz straight up.
So this is the final look for my customized wig. So we bleached and plucked the lace frontal, and this is how it turned out. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you want to see anything else, please comment down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video.
30 hertz straight up.